Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It's Sunday evening. It's about 5:30 and I haven't posted in a couple days any videos or any posts or anything, so I apologize for that and I haven't let you know why. So I just wanted to come on and let you know about why I haven't posted, and we kind of had a little emotional weekend, and so I'll just let you know what was going on with us this weekend. First off, the weather is frigidly cold. Right now it is 5 degrees with a real feel of 16 below zero. So for the next 3 days, well, 2 now after today. So Monday's going to be about the same thing. Tuesday's going to be the coldest of the 3 cold days with a high of 2 degrees, and the real feel is probably going to be close to 20 below zero. So for all of you that are experiencing this frigidly cold weather, be safe about it. It's no joke when you're testing it. So if you don't have to go out, don't go out. I don't really want to go out, but if I have to, I will. So yeah, that's our weather for the next 3 days. And so yeah, a couple of things have happened since Friday, and Friday started off okay. All the fur babies were eating and stuff. What it is Blackie got sick over the weekend, and it was just kind of emotional for us because he is older. He's going to be 18 this spring, and he got sick about a year ago in the springtime. He used to be a lot thicker. He used to have some weight to him, not like overweight, but a good amount of weight. And then last spring, he stopped eating, and we took him to the vet. And he had lost a ton of weight before, he stopped eating and he just lost weight. So they gave him an IV, and they said he was dehydrated. So, we brought him home, and this was all last spring. And he started eating again, and he eats all day, every day. But he never regained his weight back. And so Friday, he ate Friday morning as normal, but his little old body, kind of creaks around and his body aches, yeah, so Friday went on, and was he sleeping all day Friday and then wandering around Saturday, babe? Or was he wandering? Okay, so yeah, he slept on and off on Friday, and then he would just kind of wander around like he wasn't comfortable, and he wasn't eating. So he didn't eat anymore on Friday, and then Saturday came, and being the weekend, we were like, let's just give it a couple days, and maybe he's just got a stomach bug or something. He's just not feeling good. So Saturday came, and he didn't sleep at all. He just wandered like from spot to spot in the house. And it kind of worried us because, they say when cats are ready to go, they find a spot that they normally don't go in, and they let themselves pass there.
He just was not normal.
Yeah. He just didn't seem normal on Saturday, and he didn't want to eat or anything. He was drinking some water, so that was good. He was getting some water, but we had decided to give it the weekend before we, called the vet. And so Saturday night came along, and that's when it kind of started getting a little better. He did start sleeping more. He stopped wandering from spot to spot, and he started sleeping more. And so he actually slept through the night, but I was like constantly checking his breathing He was snoring a little bit, so that was good. And so yeah, I couldn't sleep at all, hardly last night. I probably fell asleep close to 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just worried about his breathing, so I constantly, every time he would go lay down to go to sleep, I would just get up to check his breathing. And so, but at least he was getting rest and sleeping. And he was drinking water more last night, Saturday night. And then I got up this morning, I finally fell asleep, and what woke me up this morning was a noise in the kitchen. And I rushed out of bed to go check on Blackie. Well, I rushed to the kitchen, and there was Blackie all alone, and he must have knocked something up. So he actually jumped, I think he jumped up to the chair, and I had something on the chair, and he knocked it off. So that was the noise that woke me up. But that was a good thing, because that means he was able to jump up. And but he is a little old man, and his body is creaking. So, and he never gained the weight back. He's skinnier than ever. But that was the start of this morning, and he was sitting in the middle of the kitchen like he would if he was just waiting for me to bring him food. So that was really good. So I opened up some food, and I put food down for all of them, because once all the fur babies heard me in there with Blackie, they all came running. If one is getting fed, they're all getting fed. So I put the food down for him, and he was eating it. We were so happy he was finally eating some food. So he went a day without eating, not wanting to eat. He would sniff it and just like snuff it away and walk away from it. But today was a total turnaround. And from the beginning of the day, when he was waiting for me to give him food, he was eating, he was drinking water, he was more coherent. He was aware of what was going on. He could hear me, he could see me. He even gave me kisses. He like lifts his head a little bit, because I said, "Can Mama have a kiss?" And he lifts his head a little bit and puts his nose up. So that's his, giving Mama kisses. So I was so happy about that. And today has been just a very good day for him. He's been eating all day long and drinking water right after he eats. So, and he's been meowing today. So Saturday he did not make a noise as far as meowing. He was making other noises, and that's why I was concerned with his breathing. But we really wanted him to just sleep and rest. So he finally did that. But today he has been in and out of the kitchen all day long, wanting to eat. And so if he wants to eat, I'm going to feed him. And he has been, the good thing is he's not like scarfing big amounts of it. He's eating a little bit at a time. So that's good, because I don't want him to throw it back up or anything. So yeah, he's good today. Today he had a good day. So we're going to see what the next couple days bring. Since he had a good day today, we're going to give him a couple more days to see how he does. But so thank God that today was a good day for Blackie, which means it was a good day for us. It has been emotional since Friday. I have been crying throughout the whole time, and we didn't know if we were going to have to say goodbye to him, because he is older now, and he has gone through sickness and lost a lot of weight. But hopefully today was a sign of him getting better. You know how we feel about our fur babies. And he was always Mama's boy. I always called him my baby. So he has a little hiding spot under the table here that I'm at, and he likes to sleep there, because there's a TV that we don't use. It works, we just don't use it, and it cuts off the area, and he likes to go behind there and kind of have a little private room to himself. So he's there right now and he's sleeping. So he just ate a little while ago. He's come out to eat at least 10 times today. Would you say about 10 times today he came out to eat, babe?
Yeah.
So, and he drinks water after every time, so that's good. So yeah, it's been quite emotional with Blackie since Friday. And then Friday evening, I was cooking supper. You haven't seen, I don't think you've seen the video. I know you haven't because I haven't posted anything in a couple of days. But I was cooking supper. I made a casserole. And right before I put the casserole in, I was helping Glenn. He was going to the bathroom and I was helping him. And he flushes the toilet and it doesn't go down. So I assumed it was just clogged, so I tried to unclog it. But it didn't seem like a regular, as if it was clogged normal. The way the water was coming up and going down. I thought there was something else to it. It just seemed like that. So I got the casserole. I said I'll take care of it in a bit. So just got Glenn back to the bed because he can't stand too long at the toilet. And so I got the casserole in the oven, and then I started trying to figure out what's going on with the toilet. So I'm YouTubing stuff and trying different stuff, and I really wanted to do a DIY fix because if I couldn't fix it, that means we would have had to call a plumber. So I looked up YouTube, changed the wording to try to fit exactly what was going on with the toilet. And I did some stuff that they showed on the YouTube videos. I checked the siphon jet, which is that little hole on the bottom of the toilet. I checked the rim jets, and then I went inside the tank and did some stuff, according to the video, and nothing was working. Normally, if we get a clog, it unclogs just like that. But this wasn't it. It wasn't a clog. There's something wrong with the toilet. And I tried to fix it myself, and nothing was working. So I conceded defeat. So I really wanted to fix it myself so we wouldn't have to call a plumber. But it looks like we're going to have to call a plumber tomorrow. We didn't want to have to call them during the weekend because to them that's an emergency call, and that doubles the price. So, but being the campers we are, we know how to go to the bathroom without a regular toilet. You know us. So we have some pine pellets. We have big garbage bags. I put the heat on in the trailer, so if we had to go to the bathroom, like we could pee in the regular toilet and dump water down, but we can't go otherwise. You know what I mean? So I put the heat on in the trailer, and if I had to go, then I would go in the trailer with the pine pellets in the bag. And well, I know that. I was getting to that, babe. But Glenn can't just walk out to the trailer. So I did bring pine pellets and garbage bags in the house. So if he does have to go, then I would just have to put a bag in our toilet with pine pellets, and then he would have to go that way. So
thank God I only go once a week.
Yeah, he doesn't go other than pee a lot. So that was the only good thing. So yeah, it's been a trying weekend with Blackie and then the toilet at the same time. So we're hoping we don't have to replace our toilet, but it might come to that, which is really disappointing because we actually replaced the toilet a little while after we moved in here. And so we're hoping we don't have to buy another toilet. But so Monday we'll have to call a plumber and have him come and look at it because I couldn't fix it. I was really disappointed that I couldn't do the DIY fix. When I saw the videos as to what it could have been, I got a little excited and because I thought, oh, maybe that is it and I'll be able to fix it, but I couldn't fix it. So that was very frustrating. And then, so yeah, that was going on at the same time as Blackie. And then Glenn even said, where do you want to scream? He's all, don't you just want to scream? I said, yes, I do. But I told him I'm trying to stay calm, so, because otherwise it would just be worse if I just, it was frustrating, but I was just trying to stay calm. So, yeah, that all happened Friday night. So, all day Saturday, toilet, same situation. I didn't try to fix it anymore. I just, we're just going to have to call a plumber. So, tomorrow we'll call a plumber, and then, so that happened. And then last night I was going to post just a short cooking video for you guys, just to have something out there for you guys. But then I went to go edit it, and I used the CapCut video editor, which is owned by the same owners as TikTok. See, I didn't pay much attention to that stuff because I don't use TikTok. I don't go on there or anything. But had I paid attention to it, I would have known it also, the same owners owned CapCut, my video editor. So when I tried to go on CapCut last night, it said it is unavailable in the United States. So there I was last night trying to find another video editor, hopefully similar to CapCut and hopefully free. I think I found one. Now apparently TikTok is back up and running, but CapCut is not. They took it off and it's not available for upload anymore. So that's disappointing, but I think I might have found another editor very similar to CapCut. So yeah, that all happened last night. So I wasn't, again, able to upload the video as I wanted to. And so yeah, I apologize for not uploading a video, but it's kind of been a weekend here, but we're okay, and we'll get through it. Yeah, our biggest worry was Blackie, and he had a good day today, which means we had a good day. So, yeah.
How many years we've had him?
Well, yeah, Glenn's in the background. He said to let you know how many years we've had him. We've had him his whole life. Him and Prissy, and there was a third one we had, was Stripey. We actually got them all as kittens when we lived in a side-by-side before we moved here. They were actually born under the house there. And I looked out the window once and I saw these three little fur balls. It was the cutest thing. And then they kind of just stayed around and we fed them. And then one day we decided that we were going to try to get them in the house and keep them. So, and I think it was 2007, I want to say, the spring of 2007 that we brought them in. So we've had them pretty much their whole life. And so yeah, one day we
Which would make them, what, 19 years old?
Almost 18. So yeah, they'll both be 18 years old this spring. But the one day we decided, let's try to get him in the house. Blackie was the nosiest of them. He was the more curious one. And so we crept the door open and we left it open a tad bit. And sure enough, Blackie came in. And when Blackie came in, the other two followed, Prissy and Stripey. And so once they were in, they were kind of curious and walked around the corner to the room. And once they did that, I closed the door. And oh my God, our hearts were beating because we just took on 3 lives for the next almost 20 years. And one of them, Stripey, tried to jump out the window, but it was closed. So yeah, we've had them their whole life. We rescued them from outside. So, but Stripey, after we moved here, Stripey actually came down with kidney disease, and they were all 7 or 8 years old at the time, 7 years old. And so we took Stripey to the vet. He had kidney disease, and they said I would have to feed him an IV every single day for the rest of his life. And so I did every day. It was so stressful for him, stressful for me, because I didn't know if I was going to do it right. And then because Glenn couldn't help me, I had to hold him and give him the IV at the same time. So, and I hated doing that to him because it just, it stressed him out. But he was normal again. He was living a normal life. But then almost a year later, even with the IV, his kidney disease came back and his kidneys failed. And we took him to the vet, and they kept him for overnight, giving him an IV, and unfortunately he passed there at the vet's office overnight, and which was really heartbreaking because we weren't there with him. So yeah, he was only 8 years old. He was a beautiful cat. So yeah, that's kind of the story of Blackie, Prissy, and Stripey. So we have Blackie and Prissy of the three in the litter. So yeah, I think we've mentioned this, that we had 8 cats at one time. We had Blackie, Prissy, and Stripey, and then when Glenn's ma passed, there was 3 cats in that house as well, and nobody else in the family wanted to help to take him in, or everybody was ready to take him to the Humane Society, and we were not having that. Us, we love animals. So we took in those 3 as well. When they were at their ma's house, they were kept in the basement most of their lives, and once we went there and we got a hold of them and we brought them up from the basement, they were happy as can be. So that made 6. And then there was another litter born outside our house, but we only saw 2 cats. And that was Nosy, because he was nosy, and then Pudgy. And Pudgy was a little gray striped one, and we brought them in the house and rescued them as well. So we had 8 cats. But
What about that real pretty fluffy one?
yeah, Fluffy, we didn't bring him in.
No, I know. Why didn't we?
I don't know, because I don't know. That was the litter between Blackie, Prissy, and Stripey, and then Pudgy and Nosy. That was the litter between it, and we weren't sure if we wanted any more cats, so we didn't bring them in. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Stripey, or not Stripey, Nosy and Pudgy. I don't even know how old they were. They were young, maybe 5 or 6. But there's a feline disease called FIP, and it's incurable. And if one gets it in the litter, there's a good chance they all have it. And being that Pudgy and Nosy were in the same litter, Pudgy got sick one day, and we took him to the vet, obviously. And then that's when they said, because we had a blood test run, and they said he probably has FIP, and the blood test came back positive that he did. And I don't remember how many years ago this was, but he was only about 5 years old. And so there was nothing we could do for him. So we brought him home because he was still somewhat, living, if you will. But then he started going downhill. So we brought him there to euthanize him and just give him peace. And so Nosy was left, and Nosy was okay for a while, but then we saw his belly bulge out, and he started getting a little sick, and of course our worst fear came true, that he also had the FIP. And he was normal here. He was eating and acting normal, and then one morning he got up, and I was in the room. I went in the room, and Nosy was nowhere to be found, and I looked under the bed, and he had passed under the bed. So that was heartbreaking. Nosy was Glenn's little buddy, So yeah, out of 8 cats we have, well, Patches came just this year, so out of those 8, we just have 2 of the original 8 left. And then, as you know, we brought Patches in this summer, and he's a bundle of joy, and he's a little monster, and he likes to get into things. So yeah, huh? Yeah, we are. I mentioned this before. We're feeding. I just came in from outside. I was feeding the kitty outside. We put out food for him every day. There's a little black cat. He has a little white chest on his, or a little white patch on his chest. He's a little cutie. He actually looks like Blackie when Blackie was young. He looks like a young Blackie. But we have been feeding him every day since he showed up in the summertime after Patches came in. So Glenn named him Midnight. So I go out to feed Midnight every single day. So anywhere between 3:30 and 4:30, he usually shows up. He knows the food's going to be there, so he shows up. So yeah, so we have that little outside cat. He's a little more wild, so I doubt that we'll ever be able to bring him in. And I'm not sure that we are ready for that anyway. So yeah, that's our cat story and our toilet story. And I was talking about the video editor. That's the video editor. So I think I found one. So I'm hoping that works out okay. I know I haven't been replying to comments the last couple of videos, so I'll go back to reply to those comments. So I apologize for that. I want to stay on top of the comments. And I also will be sending out a couple emails to folks that have emailed me. Danette, I'll be sending you an email later on tonight. And Julie, thank you so much, Danette and Julie. I'll talk about those emails. And then Linda, I owe you an email as well. And thank you for, I apologize for not emailing you sooner. Thank you for the second gift as well. So I'll talk about the friend mail in a minute. And also those of you that have sent me messages on Facebook, instant messages. It's instant messenger. Vanessa and Lily and Marilyn. I'll be sending you guys some, I'll be replying to your instant messages, so I apologize that I haven't done so yet. I just, emotionally, I was in a different place this weekend, and I guess the videos and stuff were the last, and everything wasn't the last thing on my mind, so I apologize for that, and I'll get back to everybody, I promise. So the last thing, friend mail. I have received friend mail from folks over the last couple weeks, and I got a couple of messages or emails today stating that I'll be receiving friend mail this coming up week. So I think I'm going to save all the friend mail for one time, and then just do a big friend mail showing. So I think I'll do that, and I apologize to Amanda as well. That was part of the comments. She had asked if she could send me some Native American stuff, and we always love Native American stuff, so thank you, Amanda, for that. Like I said, I'll reply to all the comments on the videos and get caught up there and start working on some videos to post. So, but I just basically wanted to let you know what was going on, why I haven't posted in the last couple of days, why I haven't replied to comments and emails and messages and things like that. So I think that's about it. Was that about it, babe? Yeah, so I made some homemade chicken noodle soup today, so we're having that. Glenn just had a little bowl, so we'll have some of that. And it goes perfect for the weather. I was actually saving it to make it on these frigidly cold days. because you know homemade chicken noodle soup always goes good on really cold days. So yeah. Other than that, Blackie actually came out. He's sitting right there, but he's meowing more, and so yeah. If you all can say a prayer for Blackie and pray that he continues to get better, and you know the toilet and everything else is just minor stuff, but Blackie is the most important, and we just really want him to get better. So if you could say a prayer for him, that would be great. So yeah, I think that's it. So, all right. I was trying not to break down and cry too much when I talk about Blackie. I mean, I have been an emotional water faucet this weekend. I'll just be sitting here, and then all of a sudden I'll just break down crying, just thinking about him. So we're still worried about him, but it was a good day for him. All right, so I'm gonna get going before I cry more. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, I apologize for not posting for a couple days. I'll get back to it. But with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.